welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Hailie and today I'm going to be sharing my 2023 sneaker collection. Last year I shared my 2022 sneaker collection video and I believe that was my first ever sneaker related video. Since then I do feel like I have slowed down a bit on buying sneakers. I still love sneakers and I definitely still buy them, but there was a point last year when I was buying like 2, 3, 4 pairs a month. So I've slowed down a bit, but I do definitely have quite a few new additions to share with you guys. So I'm just going to hop right in because we definitely have a lot to talk about today. Starting off with this pair, these are the Nike Dunk Highs in cashmere and I love the pastel colors. The swoosh is like a little cream color and it matches the bottom of the soles. We've got some lavender detailing here, kind of a rosy pink on the toe, and then the back is my favorite, the lime green. I think that this is such a cute sneaker and perfect for springtime. Next up I have the Jordan 1s in Dutch green. This is probably one of my most worn sneakers out of my collection. This is my favorite color green and I love the pop of purple. It's also here on the tongue. As we go through my collection, you'll see that I am partial to a colorful sneaker, but these always just add the perfect pop of color and you can pair it with a lot more than you would think. Next up, I have another pair of Nike Dunk Highs in aluminum, and I feel like this is another one that's pretty versatile. There are certain shoes, like certain colorways that I feel like are better for winter or summer or spring, but this shade of blue I feel like works with every season. I just love this shade of blue. Next up I have the Jordan 1s in bleached coral, and for being like black and like the back end here is actually like a gray suede. This is one of the only pairs of shoes in my collection that I have yet to wear out. You'd think that this one would be easier to style than like the dozens of colorful ones behind me, but strangely this one has been hard for me to pair with certain outfits. It did come with another set of laces. I think they were just plain black, but I do love the pop of coral. This next pair was my very first pair of Jordans. These are the iridescents, so they look a little bit underwhelming. I still think they look really cool right now, but when you put the flash on them, they are iridescent. One of the coolest pairs of shoes in my entire collection, and the reason that I really started getting interested in shoes. So this is the sneaker that kind of started it all. This next pair is the only low Jordans that I own, and these are so cool. These are Sherpa fleece. The inside is lined with like a gray Sherpa. Same here on the tongue, and then the entire shoe is like a smoky gray suede. I think these shoes are so cool for the winter months. The colorway is perfect, but the fleece just adds that extra level of like warmth and coziness, and I think they are so cool. Moving on to my Nike Dunk lows. This one is the pink foam, and I actually got this for Valentine's Day I think 2 years ago, and it has gotten a lot of wear. I just love the color pink and it's so easy to style. I have a lot of like pink and pastels in my wardrobe, but this also just adds the cutest little pop of color. This is another really unique pair. These I got for Christmas last year. These are the Nike Dunk lows in honeydew. These are also fleece, so the whole shoe is so fuzzy. The laces are so cool, and just like all of these little details I am obsessed with. These are so soft and fuzzy. If I did not have a full face of makeup on right now, I would just rub this all over my face. I also have the Dunk lows in Barely Green, and this is like the lightest minty green shade. Because these are so light, these are also pretty versatile. I do tend to wear these more around springtime though. They are just so pretty. I love these colors together. Below those, I have my checkered Vans, also in a very cute green colorway. I like the color green. Next up, I have the Nike Air 27Cs in Arctic Punch. These I could only find in big kid sizes. There's a few others in my collection that I could either only find in big kid sizing or purchased in big kid sizing because they're cheaper. But this one I think was only available, or at least at the time anyways, in big kid sizing, and it was kind of a pain to find these in my size. But I love these shoes. They are so insanely comfortable. It's like walking on air. They're extremely lightweight. All of the little pastel elements here just speak to me. They're really, really, really cute. Another pair of super comfortable shoes, the Nike 2K Zooms in like this really cool lavender colorway. I'm not sure about the specific name, but I will of course link everything I possibly can in the description box down below, so check that out before you leave. And I actually found these really randomly. I was looking for sneakers while I was in Vegas. It was like 2019, wasn't really into the sneakers scene yet. Found these on clearance at Foot Locker, snagged them because they're so cute, but yeah, they turned out to be a very cool pair of sneakers. Next up, I have the New Balance 550s in like a lilac-y pink shade. These I also purchased in big kid sizing for a long time. 550s were impossible to buy at retail value. They had a huge moment on TikTok and people were buying them for like $700. I feel like that trend has kind of died down a little bit, so they're a lot easier to get your hands on nowadays. Of course, I snagged them in pink and I think they are so cute. Next up, I have the Air Force One and Swarovski crystal collaboration. I'll be honest, this is probably the only shoe in my collection that I regret buying. I think also the most expensive retail price, but I've never worn these out. They're very, very heavy. They're obviously not very practical. Definitely unique, but also just not really my style. I don't know why I got these. So hit me up if you're a woman size 7 looking to purchase these. These though, another favorite from my collection, the classic Air Tempos. I love this sneaker. I love the silhouette of the sneaker. I love all the details. It is the most comfortable sneaker ever. I just think it is so beautiful. Such a classic. Moving on to the, I almost said Reebok, the Adidas Forum Lows. Another popular sneaker that I snagged in a pink and lilac colorway. This shoe gives me so much childhood nostalgia. I guess from the colors, the like classic silhouette of it, the Velcro. I love this shoe and I know that I would have loved this shoe as a 5-year-old, as a 10-year-old, and now as a 27-year-old. Then I have the Easter Dunks, and these are so freaking cool. I like that the colorway on each left and right foot is a little bit different. The neon colors are just so fun. The bottom of the shoe looks like a jawbreaker candy, and I just think it is such a cool touch. As you may imagine, this is one of my lesser worn pairs in my collection. Neons are hard to pair. They are just so cool. I love them. Last pair of Dunk Lows in my collection. These are in the Lime Ice colorway. So they do have like that lime green, the lilac swoosh, and then the rest of the shoe is like the lightest baby pink. Obviously, big fan of these colors, so had to grab it. Moving on to blazers. I think I definitely go through phases with my sneakers where I'm all about like one type of shoe, like a Nike Dunk Low, blazers, Jordans. Right now I'm kind of having an Adidas moment. But I do have several pairs of blazers and some of them I've sold, so this isn't even all the ones that I've purchased. These are the mids in dark chocolate and they're so cool. They're fuzzy, they remind me of like a teddy bear. The swoosh is like a really cool caramely leather. On the tongue there's like a little pop of purple detailing that matches like the aglets. Perfect fall sneaker. Same with this one. These are the Blazer Lows in coconut milk, and same sort of vibe. They have like that fuzzy suede. One swoosh on the inside is brown, on the outside it's green. Same pop of color, but this one is actually like a dark foresty green, both on the tongue and the little aglets. Individually, the coconut milk and the dark chocolate are adorable, but side by side, oh, I just could never bear to part with either of them. Okay, I actually lied about the Lime Ice being the last pair of Nike Dunks. How could I forget the Golden Gals? It does irritate me that this specific shoe is called the Golden Gals because it's silver. It did come with gold laces, which I cannot get on board with the pairing of the two. But these shoes always remind me of like holiday parties and like New Year's Eve. I love the shimmer. These get worn maybe once a year. I need to put more effort into wearing these because they really are so fun. Moving on to the Adidas Sambas, and these are truly having their moment this year. Little soccer shoe. Talk about a versatile sneaker though. This goes with anything, with everything. I have been loving watching all the fashion girlies on Instagram or YouTube, wherever, pair this with literally anything and everything. Dainty summer dresses, slip dresses, full like leather outfits. One of my favorite trends going around with this sneaker is everyone kind of switching out the laces for like ribbons. Adds just such a fun, feminine touch to such a simple sneaker. These are also really comfy and very lightweight. I love them. I'm fully on board with this trend. Next, I have the Adidas Grand Court Alpha sneakers in yellow. They have like that gum sole. I bought these this year for summer. I think it's just such a cute pop of color. Kind of like a mustardy yellow, and the whole sneaker is actually suede. They have these in a few different colors. I think one was like a papaya-y sort of orange, and I really want those as well. Just really adore this pop of color. These are the Vans Lowland sneaker, and I like that they are kind of like a knockoff of the Nike Dunks. They kind of have a similar vibe to them. The main difference is that these are the lightest pair of sneakers ever. It's like I'm holding air. They're so insanely lightweight. They're also very narrow, so I did size up half a size in these sneakers. But I gotta say, I'm kind of obsessed. Obviously, they're a little bit cheaper than Dunks, and also, I don't really know how to explain this, but Dunks kind of have like a puffier vibe to them. These are so slim. I think they just look really chic, and I like this like neutral colorway. Matches with pretty much everything. Right after the sneaker that is light as air, I have the New Balance CT302s. These are pretty heavy. They're a chunky shoe. They have a little bit of a platform to them. They totally, like every time I wear them, they always remind me of like bowling shoes just from the toe. It's very round. They do have this sneaker in just like a more basic colorway, like it'll be like an all white shoe, and then the New Balance in will be like blue or green or whatever. And so you can get away with wearing those with a lot of different outfits. But this one that I picked up, because I always have to do the most, I don't really get to wear this one as much as I would like. Then I have my Air Force Ones in pink foam. So we got the Dunks in pink foam and the Air Forces in pink foam. I love that this one is just like all pink. Before I had the Dunk Lows in pink foam, these were the go-to. So these have gotten a lot of wear as well. And then I have the Air Force One Shadows. I love this pair, especially for summertime, because it does have like the yellow swoosh, which is kind of like a patent leather. I don't really even know what this is. No, it's like a shiny plastic, but it has these really cute little charms on here. It spells out Nike, and then it has a little happy face. These have a nice little platform to them as well. They're adorable. What more can I say? Moving on to Converse. These are all my platform Converse. I am a very big fan of platform Converse. These I feel like you can dress up, dress down, literally pair with anything. I have them in black, white, this dusty rose, and brown. You'll notice that the sole is a little bit different on these, and these are a lot lighter than like the regular platforms. Every time I share my Converse, the #1 question is which one do I wear the most or recommend that you go out and purchase, and hands down, every single time it will always be the black. You can tell this one gets the most wear. When I purchased the white pair, I thought that that would be the one that just goes with everything, but black, it just looks better. Back to the blazers. I have the Blazer Lows in forest green. You know I had to get a pair in green. Classic blazer silhouette with just like a fun little pop of color. And then of course the platform Blazer Lows. Out of all my pairs of blazers, this is of course the most worn, but also my favorite, hands down. They just look so sleek, they go with everything, and I always prefer a platform. I'm 5'2", so I take the extra inches where I can. So I always recommend these as like an everyday sneaker as well. They're great. Then I have the Reebok Club C doubles. So these are the platform version of the Club Cs. This might be the only sneaker. I just went on a whole rant of why I prefer platforms to the regular. But hear me out. I had the Reebok Club Cs. They were my beater shoe. I wore them constantly. They are so comfortable. So I got the platforms because I typically prefer platforms. This is the one shoe where that is not true. These are just not as comfortable as the original Club Cs. I think they look really cute, but I am definitely going to need to buy another pair of the Club Cs. Kind of sad, but they do look really nice. Another fun shoe, I got these either last summer or the summer before that summer, not sure. But these definitely scream summer sneaker. These are the skate highs in the stack form, so they are like 2 times the regular platform. It's a thick sole. I think they look so cute, and I just love the colors. The lilac, the yellow, the orange. They're so pretty. Then I have the New Balance 570, and these were only available in men's sizing. So this is a men's sneaker, but sneakers are unisex. These are so comfortable. Again, really lightweight. Colorway is really cute. It goes with pretty much everything. Black with like a nice slate gray to them. Next up, I have these custom painted Air Force Ones. These were gifted to me, and they're painted in such a cute like sunset colorway, a little bit of an ombre going on. Really cute. And of course, I also have the Air Force One platforms. I mean, duh. Still such a classic white everyday sneaker. Not much else to say about Air Force Ones. Then I have my only pair of Puma sneakers. I worked with them on a back to school campaign last year, and that was really cool. So these are the Karina 2.0s, the mids, the Velcro. I really like the style of this sneaker. I think it's my only like mid sneaker that's like all white. Next up, I have my Vans Old Schools. So these are such a classic pair of sneakers. I feel like everyone has owned a pair of Old Schools in their time. This, of course, is the platform because it's me, hello. But this year, Vans came out with the New School sneaker, and these are so freaking cool. Obviously, same vibe, a spin-off of the Old Schools, but the difference in the New Schools is that they're so fat and chunky. These remind me of like back in the day, Etnies, DCs. They just have like that puff to them. They're very thick, and like the stripe, I don't even know what you would call this on Nike shoes. It's a swoosh. What do you call it on Vans? I don't know, but it's like 3D. I don't know if you can tell, but it like pops off the shoe. I think that it just looks so cool. I am obsessed with it. It is so freaking comfortable. I did size up in these as well. I am a 7 in pretty much everything behind me, except this pair of Vans and the Lowland Vans. I got a 7.5. Next, I have the New Balance Moonbeam sneakers in like this dark green. Love this colorway so much. These are also incredibly comfortable. They did take me a minute to wear in, not necessarily like wear in for comfort. They made like, you know that episode of SpongeBob with the squeaky boots? That was me in these shoes. It took me a while to like break out of that squeakiness. It was very odd, but they are super duper cute, and the in, like little silver outline on the in, is reflective, which I think is really cool. I also have the Hoka Bondi 8 running shoes. Oh my gosh, everyone has been hyping up Hokas, and I finally jumped on board. I was doing some hiking in Colorado, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna splurge, I'm gonna go for it. And I am so glad I did, because these are absolutely worth the hype. They are so comfortable. I like that they are like a wide sneaker. The Hoka on here is also reflective, and I love like this lime green sort of color. Another chunky sneaker, the Nike Furiosas. I always mess up the name on these. This is also a colorway that reminds me of fall, but I do like the little pops of lilac on here as well. The inside is velvet, totally reminds me of like a 90s moment. It has additional laces tied into a bow on the back, which just adds to like another like girly little element. I think these shoes are so cool. These get a lot of hate in my collection, I will say, but I adore them. I love them so much. The last pair of sneakers that I have in my collection are from No Two Ways. They are a UK brand and they have like that thick chunky look to them as well. So I have this classic all white pair, this sort of army green pair, and what I really like about the No Two Ways is that the laces are so chunky. They're like little ropes. I don't know how to explain them. This one is also really cool, and forgive me, I do not know the exact names of these styles, but I'll have them linked below for you guys. These remind me a little teeny bit of Yeezys, just because like the sock sort of vibe here. They're really cool, and I love like the little orange accents. Last pair that I have from No Two Ways is this really cute baby blue colorway thing with like the thick rope looking laces, and I love this color blue. I think that these are really cool, and I don't see a lot of people talking about them. But that finally wraps up my 2023 sneaker collection video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to the end, you are a real one. I'm going to link as many of these shoes as I can down below, so check out the description box before you leave. It'll all be there. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye!